Thank you very much. We are recording this presentation for other students, probably. Maybe you want to share? Yes. So I will go over Mitacs in overall and general about the programs and how Mitacs works at the platform. And then I will be open to any question if other people join or you have query regarding Mitacs programs.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you. So my name is Fatima, and I am a business development from Mitacs. I am dedicated to University of Regina, and I have been in this role since July 2021. It's almost getting to 5 years now. So every year I have been able to deliver and submit about $4 to $5 million project within industry faculties, different departments and industries, either local industries in Saskatchewan or out of Saskatchewan. So, so this is a very success statistic report for University of Regina, working through Mitacs programs very well. And the profs are doing lots of projects with industries and hiring the student on that projects. So this is my role as a business development from Mitacs, and I am fully dedicated to University of Regina. And for those students that have been working with Mitacs program, so probably they know that how Mitacs works and what is the purpose of Mitacs. So as a very quick introduction about Mitacs, Mitacs is a not-for-profit funding organization. So funding organization that get the fund from federal and provincial government. What is the purpose of the fund? Is to connect academia to industries through internships, through projects, and hire students on that project. What is the purpose of this connection? Is to prepare the students, to provide the students the position, the opportunity to work with real industries, rather than just doing academic work, passing the courses, doing the thesis. They need to have the experience working with other real industries too, for their new job requirements. So this is the purpose of that fund that comes from federal and provincial government. So this is a win-win strategy. So the industries that they have challenges, they need to do R&D, they need to do innovation in their organization, but they don't have the team, the expertise. So I talk to them and I come to university faculties in different departments and match them with the right team from the academia. And then the prof and industry, they sit and talk together. And if they agree, they start developing the project. And that project needs interns to work on that. So these interns will work between the industry and the prof on that project. So this is very quick and high level, introduction from Mitacs regarding where the funds come for Mitacs from federal and provincial government, what is the purpose of that funds, and how Mitacs works. So if we move forward, I will explain in more details about Mitacs programs and the platform. So Mitacs has different programs. Some programs, we need industrial partners to be involved. So this side, you see the Accelerate, which is research-based, and BSI, Business Strategy Internship, which is non-research-based. It is innovation-based. So it's beyond research. Something exists, the product, the process, but the organization wanna add some features to that existed products or process. So this is under BSI. This is non-research. So these two programs, Accelerate and BSIs, are the programs that we need a partner organization to be involved. So the interns hired for these two programs, either that or this one, they can work between the supervisor and industry to complete that project. There are some other programs that we don't need any partner. We call them Globalink programs. So it is two kind of Globalink programs in Mitacs: Globalink Research Award and Globalink Research Internship. I will talk about each of them in more details when we move forward. First, let's go to the programs that they need partner organization or industry to be involved. So collaboration with an organization for Accelerate and Business Strategy Internship, which is BSI. As I mentioned, the intern will work with the industry. Industry needs to do R&D, needs to do innovation. They don't have the expertise in their organization, so they are looking for expertise from academia, from university. So when they connect it, the intern will work with the university and industry on that project, on the need that organization or that partner is eager to do as a project. So this is the platform. So if you consider a triangle, so three heads should exist. One head is the industry, one head is the intern. It can be bachelor's, master's, PhD, postdoc, new grads from bachelor's, new grad from master's, new grad from PhD. Within 2 years of their graduation, they are eligible to work on this project with Mitacs. So the intern, the industry, and the academic supervisor. So these three heads in the triangle should exist till we can develop the project under Mitacs programs, Accelerate or BSI. So how the funding model for Accelerate at BSI is, if you consider this is many internship. Each cube represent a 1 unit internship. 1 unit internship is for one intern, and it has 10,000 or 15,000 salary in it. A project may not be built on 1 unit internship. It is more complicated than one unit. So we can build many of that unit, and each unit can be assigned to one intern or different interns. So a team of interns can work on a project. It depends how many internships exist in that project. If it is a 3 unit, so it can be done by 1 intern or 2 intern or 3 intern. But remember that each unit, each block will be assigned to 1 intern. Not 2 people can do 1 block, 1 internship, because it is assigned to 1 intern, 1 name, and that award, that salary is specifically for that intern. But if we have more than 1 internship, we can have a team of 1, 2, 3, 4 or more people working on that project. Depends how many units of internship we are building for that project. So how the model of funding works. So the partner organization that has a challenge needs to do R&D, needs to do innovation, and we develop the project. The partner will pay half of the cost. If it is 1 internship, for each unit, they will pay 50% of the 15,000, which is 7,500, 50% from the partner, 50% from Mitacs will create 1 unit, $15,000, and 1 intern. The duration can be 4 to 6 months for that unit of internship. It has $15,000 in it. So this is the way that 1 internship can be built based on the partner contribution and Mitacs contribution. Consider you have a project consists of 3 internship units, 3 of this. So this partner should pay 50% of each unit. 3 multiplied by 7,500 from the partner, 3 multiplied 7,500 from Mitacs will create 3 multiplied by 15,000, which is 45,000. for 1 year or 1 year and a half, it can be assigned to 1 intern or 2 interns or 3 interns. So this is the way that Mitacs works with industries to solve their R&D projects, their R&D challenges, innovation challenges through academia. If this is a special indigenous pathways. Indigenous pathways means if the intern is indigenous or the company is indigenous, then the funding, the contribution from the partner decreases to 25%. Rather than giving 7,500, they will give 3,750. Mitacs will give 11,250. So this way, Mitacs is supporting indigenous interns and indigenous companies, indigenous-owned companies. So this is special for indigenous pathways, for indigenous interns or companies, that we have different contribution from the partner. They contribute less compared to the non-indigenous owned company. So this is the way that Mitacs works. If you have any question here, Perry or others, if they join, you can ask me. No question, Perry?
No.
Okay. So as I mentioned, we can have multiple internship, and for any project, depends on how complicated the project is. So as many units as needed, units can occur back to back or 1 internship per year. It depends. For example, sometimes some project needs to run for 6 months, 4 to 6 months, and then stop to gather some data and do some other background and then come back. So it is very flexible. Mitacs can do that. The internship can be TBD, to be determined later. So if the prof, they don't have the intern, they can put TBD, and fall or January, if the intern arrives, they can name the TBD. So each master student can do 6 units of this project, these blocks. So 6 units means about 2.5 years or 3 years. So completely, he or she can be funded through his program, master program. A PhD can do 4 years, 12 units. It means if you have an industry, or we have an industry, you can be completely funded through your PhD programs. A postdoc can do 9 units, 3 years, 9 units, 4 months, 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 4 months. So 3 years of 4 months internship. Recent grads can do 3 units. Undergrad can do 3 units. And non-degree students, it belongs to SAS, Poly, and colleges. They can do 3 units. Each entrepreneur student that they have registered their own company under their own name, they can do 6 units of internship. And in that case, that triangle will be flat because the intern and the company will be one head, the supervisor will be another head. So we just have 2 heads of that triangle that we had in general. So just the company and the intern is doing his master's or his PhD in his own company, and the supervisor. The funding model will be the same thing. So it means the intern who is master's or PhD, he has his own company. So if the project developed, Mitacs will invoice the company under the intern. And he will pay the Mitacs invoice, and Mitacs will leverage it, send it to the intern company. Sorry, we'll send it to the supervisor for the intern company. So I have 2 entrepreneurs that they are doing Mitacs programs, so under their own company. So they are paying the invoice to Mitacs, and Mitacs is leveraging 50-50, 1-to-1 for that project. So they are doing R&D and innovation in their project, in their company by themselves. So we call it entrepreneur accelerate. So there is no limit for the upper. There is no upper limit for the project. You can make as many as unit of internship you want for that project if the industry is interested. I have a project with 454 units. That was the biggest project I have submitted for Mitacs for University of Regina. It was 454 units. It was 70 students involved. It is still running for 5 years, and 20 profs, and it is from 7 different universities. The value of the project is $6 million. So 70 students are working on it. So all PhDs, masters, and postdoc will be fully funded in that project during their programs. So there is no upper limit for any project, but there is a lower limit, which is 1 unit should be assigned to 1 intern. How the process works. So first, identification. Intern, prof, partner organization. So I talk to partner organization, I talk to prof to hear about the ongoing project. I talk to Dr. X and say, any project you are developing? And he says, yes, I'm developing a project with SAS Power. I say, okay, how much SAS Power is willing to contribute? For example, he says 30K. So I say, okay, bring 30K to Mitacs, I will give you 60K. I will double it. So that 60K can cover more interns, can give more longer opportunity to the interns to work on that project and be funded. So this is the way I work. Or I go to SAS Power and say, okay, do you have any opportunity? Are you willing to do any R&D innovation on any categories or area of interest of your company? Are you looking for any student, any co-op student? If they say yes, I say, okay, how many co-op students do you need? They say, for example, 3 or 4. I say, okay, instead of giving them the salary of this amount per year or per 6 months or 8 months, come to Mitacs, I will double it for you. You can either keep those students longer to pay them or have more students to be involved in that project. So if I go there and find the project, find the challenge, I will come, and this identification has been completed. I have the prof, I have the partner organization, and if prof has his own interns. So this part is completed. Then I go to the developing the project. Application, I share the application, the link to the application, the proposal template, everything to the prof and his team of interns. They start filling the proposal. It's a very high level proposal. It's, I don't know, 7 or 10 pages. Mainly are 3 or 4 pages are very, needs explanation and regarding the projects, the name of the students and how many internship and the task objectives, methodology, just maybe 4 pages are related to this. And this is very important because reviewers, when they are reviewing, scientifically reviewing, they will pay attention to these pages, especially for the methodology, because it's not very in detail methodology, but high level, but very clear to the reviewers that when they are reviewing the proposal, they can see it is feasible, it is logical project. Other than that, the rest of the proposal template is about the questionnaires, the name of the intern, the name of the prof, contact number, contact email address, this kind of stuff. What is the degree of the intern? What is the partner contact? So the questionnaire is about the 3 applicants, the partner, the academic supervisor, and the interns. So after they develop this, they will give it to me to peer review. And then I will share it with the partner. They will review. If there is anything they want to add, they will add. And then we revise it. If it is ready, then we go online and upload it as a PDF. as soon as we upload the proposal on the Mitacs website, either Accelerate or BSI, I will do all the signatures. I collect the signature from VPR, from ORS, and then I submit it to Mitacs. It will go for the review. First, Mitacs review all the document to make sure that everything is in place, then send it for the scientific review. Scientific reviewers are the team that we don't have any access because of the confidentiality. We don't hear about them, we don't know them, and we should wait for 6 to 8 weeks to be scientifically reviewed. And then they will send the outcome letter that your proposal has been scientifically passed the review. Why I'm saying the pass the review? Because the success rate for Mitacs application is over 97%. And I never had any rejection in my Mitacs application, 100%. If there is anything that reviewers want to know better and more to be clarified, they will send it and say, would you please explain this part or that part? We call it revision request. So they will send it to the applicants, and the prof will go to that section and make clarification in yellow highlighted and send it back to the reviewers. In a few bags, they will approve the proposal. So this is the way that Mitacs works. That's why I never had any rejection. I had some revision. Revision happens. The reason that revision happens, that decrease the chance of rejection. That's why the rate of success in Mitacs application is very high. After scientifically reviewed and succeed, then project can be started. So Mitacs already invoiced, because when I submit the proposal to Mitacs, right away in a week or two, when the application is under the scientific review, Mitacs will invoice the partner, because we know the success rate is very high. We invoice the partner will send the invoice to Mitacs. Mitacs will send the whole award to university to be ready when the project starts, the prof can pay the students. Any approved projects can be started right away after the approval, or we can wait another 12 months if the interns are not available or they are stuck with the visa processing at this stuff. So for 6 to 12 months, Mitacs will save the project. After that time, they will send confirmation to prof and partner, what are you going to do with this project? It's been approved 12 months ago. Are you going to cancel it, or you are still looking for a partner, for an intern? So this communication happens between Mitacs and the partner and academic supervisor. Mitacs never cancel any project without confirmation from the partner or the prof. Okay, consider this. I said that Mitacs will invoice the partner. Partner will receive the invoice, 50% of the project. Will pay the Mitacs that invoice. Mitacs leverage it. If the invoice is, for example, 30,000 or 15,000, Mitacs will double it and send the whole award to university, post-secondary institution. Yeah, there is a typo here, but this is the academic institution, university. The whole money, the whole award leveraged will go to university. University, through the academic supervisor, will pay the students. This is the way. So students are not the employee of the partner. This is another relief for the partner, because they don't have any responsibility for the student. They just pay the invoice, and interns are under the university's responsibility. This is another thing that partners like. And university pay the students. Okay, what I explained was about the programs that we need the partner or industry organization to be involved in that program, Accelerate and BSI. Now let's move on to the programs that we don't need any partner, any industry. So I said that this is Globalink Research Award or Globalink Research Internship. This is two programs between university and university. There is no role for partner. So these two programs supporting student mobility between Canadian and international universities. How? I'm going to explain in more details. Let's first go to Globalink Research Award. We call it GRA. I have had so many students from University of Regina that they were interested to go to university out of Canada, to Sweden, to England, to UK, to Germany, to China, to USA, or many, many students that they wanted to come to University of Regina from Nigeria, from Ghana, from Sweden, from UK, from Germany, to University of Regina and do some research to know the environment, to know about the profs, about University of Regina in general. So this is GRA. This is the program for those students. Either they want to go from here to there, or they want to come from there to here. We call it GRA, Globalink Research Award. And it is $6,000 award Mitacs will give to the student to stay in any university, no matter from outside to Regina or from Regina to outside, for 3 months to 6 months. Why I say 3 months to 6 months? Sometimes people say $6,000 is not enough for 6 months to stay in Germany or UK. We say, okay, go for 3 months. And you can continue your work when you are back there to your home. So $6,000 is just the award. We know it's not enough, but this is just the award. There is no payback, nothing. It's just the award to let you travel to the university that you like to have more information, to see if you want to go for your master's, for your PhD, or for postdoc. Give you some opportunity to know about your future university that you want to do your new the next program there. So this is just the award Mitacs is giving. This year, so till last year, we just was giving one unit of 6K to each intern, a student to go or come. But this year, we are giving maximum 2 units of GRA to each student. So it's gonna be $12,000. Either 6 months to 12 months, you can choose. You wanna stay in Germany 6 months, 8 months, or 12 months. But Mitacs will give you $12,000. More than 1 unit. 1 unit minimum is 3 months. So you can go 6 months, which is 2 units and $12,000. This is GRA. GRA is open all the year around, but I have limited number of internships. Already I have 15 units, but I already used 10 units for other profs and a student. I have maybe 5 more units I can give to a student if you are interested. Yes, thank you. Yeah, as long as you have a status, Mitacs never ask about you are international or you are Canadian. You should have a status at the university, Canadian university. Okay. Yes. Mitacs will give you, if you are going for at minimum 3 months, will give you 6,000. If you are going for 6 months or 8 months, will give you $12,000. But requirements is just application. Your prof, who is your prof here? He, and you have a connection in that. For example, you said French, right? France, right? You have a connection in that university. For example, a prof. Yes, because as I mentioned, this is not the partner, but if you consider triangle, university, intern. So that university in France, somebody that you are going to meet and work 6 or 8 months there, this university, which is your supervisor here, and you. So instead of that partner, that abroad university has been added, replaced here. Okay? So you can come to me, talk to your prof, find somebody, because you are not going to just see the university, you are going to see your team in the future, right? The prof that you are going to work with. Just ask him, we don't need that much from him or from her. Just he should be named in the portal application, online application, email address and his name. He will get the invitation request in his mailbox. And then you or your prof here or him, you can provide the proposal for 6 months or 8 months. And you will receive $12,000. So yes, please just tell me whenever you are confirmed with that situation. I can reserve it for you because many people are coming to me and they are asking, and I said, I have, for example, sorry, what's your name? Sorry? Dorothy. Dorothy, I say, okay, hi people, I have reserved 2 units for Dorothy, for 2 units for Allison, I don't have anything, you should wait till next April.
So this one now, if I apply now, just after dinner,
Okay. Please make sure that when you are traveling, you are still, you are not defended.
Okay.
Because you should have a status at the University of Regina. Okay. When are you going to defend? Oh, wow. Okay. And you are not, okay, you are going to be PhD student there. Yeah, if you are defending on December, I'm not sure how that works for you because it's so limited time now. It might come, it may the approval come by end of November, but you don't have that 6 months after the graduation. Pardon? Yeah. Let's talk about that. Okay, yeah, sure. Probably you should write your graduation date kind of March, April 2026 rather than December because you may not be even graduated by that. So it takes time, right? Exactly. So put your graduation date about March, April 2026 rather than December 2025. Okay. So when you are traveling, interns are traveling for GRA, doesn't matter from outside to here or from here to there, Mitacs will ask about their status. During their internship, they should have the same status they applied for. For example, if you are applying as a master's student, you should be a still master's student at the University of Regina. So this is the only requirement. Otherwise, it's very, very straightforward. Yeah. So this Globalink Research Award, GRA, is university-university collaboration. So we have another program, we call it Globalink Research Internship, GRI. GRI is not for you student that you are already at Regina. This program is for the student that they are out of Canada. They want to come for the summer to do some research with the profs. at the University of Regina, at the University of Toronto, University of UBC and SFU, U of C, U of A, out of Canada to Canada. So this is completely out of my control, and it has a deadline unless GRA didn't have any deadline, but GRI has deadline. For example, April to June, it is faculty call. Faculties, profs, they submit their projects on the link, and then August to September is a student call. Between August to September, students out of Canada, they will see the project that prof uploaded. And if they are interested in that project and this project and that project, they will apply. So August to September is a student call, a student will apply. November to February is matching. Mitacs will match them. This is very competitive program, and Mitacs will choose the best student all over the world to bring them to Canadian University for internship. So maybe for one project, 10 students apply by Mitacs, but Mitacs will interview them. GPA, their professional work to make sure that they are choosing the best talented student to bring for this project. This is very competitive program. So after matching, still they will go to the prof. Prof will talk to them, interview them. So the best will be chosen to come for the internship. And February to April is preparation. The student has been chosen, and now Mitacs is preparing to bring them to Canada for the summer. And May to September, which is the spring to already next fiscal year, academic fiscal year, is the time during the summer and spring is the time for the internship. So all interns from out of Canada will come in the summer to do the research work with different prof in different departments. All departments are eligible for all Mitacs programs. So oils will go to Department of Oil and Gas in petroleum or whatever, under any prof's name. Biology, chemistry, computer science. So every year, every summer, we have about more than 50 students through GRI. Very talented students that they come for the summer internship. Yes, GRI is a summer internship. So for each summer, Mitacs start the previous April because it's very time consuming. The year before to make sure that the student will be prepared for the next summer. So this is the GRI. Yes, please. For GRI, yes. Yeah, we call it mostly senior undergrad. But if they are masters or PhD, they are already senior. Senior undergrad. Undergrad.
Yeah, that means just
Yeah, in the third year, for example, or fourth year, because bachelor is fourth year, right? Third or fourth year. They know that what is the research, right? They have passed some courses, they can do some research here. So GRI is not very hard program. What is the purpose of GRI? Why universities are very interested in GRI? GRI brings top students to experience 3 or 4 months in the summer with University of Regina faculties to see the environment, to get familiar with the prof, to love it, to come back for master or PhD. That's why international office at the University of Regina and VPRs and ORS and FGSR, they are providing lots of support for these students to have the best experience when they are here for the summer internship. In the weekends, in the summertime, international office provide them entertainment, camping, picnic out around Saskatchewan to give them the best opportunity to know Saskatchewan, to know universities here, to experience the best with the faculties, with the students here, with the team, to know the university. When they are deciding to come back, they have that feeling that I have been here, I had a great experience, summer experience, and I'm going to do my master or PhD. Sorry, for the last part, each GRI student costs about $12,000 to $15,000 for Mitacs. So this is the best way of recruiting students for each university. So yes, please go ahead. No, yeah. For GRI, every year is different. It depends. For GRA, are you talking about GRI or GRA?
Yeah.
GRI, there are some restrictions, not restrictions. Some of them, they are not partner with us. Yeah, but when the prof is applying or the student is applying, they see that which countries are eligible. Or if you go to Mitacs programs, Mitacs website, and then click on programs, when you click on programs, it will lead you to the Accelerate BSI, GRI, GRA, Entrepreneur, whatever. Go to GRI and then click on eligibility on the left side. It will show you the list of countries. For GRA, not GRI, GRA, which is open all the year around, countries are restricted. Which countries? For outbound, not they can come here, a student from those countries, but our student, Canadian student, cannot go there because of the safety, because of the safety. So the list of those countries are listed in Mitacs website. North Korea, Russia, these are not eligible to send Canadian student there. Otherwise, but Russian, they can come here. You know, any restricted country, they can come inbound, but outbound, Canada cannot let them go. So these are all about Mitacs program in very high level, short. So if you have any question, I will share my contacts, my office numbers with you. It is in my first slide of the presentation. And you can send me an email to book appointment, or you have any question, you can ask through the email or you call me. My phone number, email address, and office number is in the first slide. So I would like to thank our funding partners, government of federal government, provincial governments, and government of Saskatchewan that they are supporting Mitacs programs. And without them, we couldn't continue with these statistics. Thank you very much. And if you have any more other questions, I'm here to answer. Oh, yes. Yes. I'm gonna put it this way. Oh. Yes, this is my all information. And I'm at FGSR, ORS. Can you see?
Yes.
Photo, okay.